It's the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the visiting team.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game, bottom line. May not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
The ball carrier. He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
4 yards.
The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 13 carries, 60 yards.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now. Number 3 in the league in rushing within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
The pass.
A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
A gain of 14. First down, Washington.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and goal at the 9-yard
line. Here's Hunt. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. From 8 yards out. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46.
Mahomes to throw once more. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Mahomes pass.
7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they look at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
By Carl Joseph.
The numbers there for Howard a week ago. 21 carries, 63 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
1st and 10.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 5.
Mahomes pass.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. On 3rd down, it's Patterson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down. And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll begin with a handoff to Howard. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. On first down, they run with Howard. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Nate Gary on the tackle. A gain of 4.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. This is Howard on second down. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he finds McLaurin. The 30, 10, and touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 78 yards. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
KC's offense ready to take over. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
35-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 70th catch for him on the year. Like so many others, this goes for a first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up second and
to throw again on second down. Mahomes.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Hunt. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
At the 43-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
13 yards there at a Washington first.
First down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
He was taken down.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
First down, Washington.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Taken down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Pass incomplete. Washington on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
And 7 yards to go.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
A 34-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mahomes now to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. And he finds Howard complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
49-yard line.
Now it's Mahomes again. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Yeah, he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes, and he slings one that's incomplete. A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. And again, it's Mahomes. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
And he'll find McLaurin this time as that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete.
Forced to the ground.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
35 yards that time on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He's been good so far to this point in the 2nd quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
We'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the 2nd quarter. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
22-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes, throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
It's a gain of 4.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be fourth down. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point.
2nd and 10.
On second down now, it's Lindsey. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
To the 49-yard line.
Out of the gun now on third down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
8-yard pickup. And the Washington first down.
Now it's Lindsey. Gets through and now an opening. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
17 yards. First down, London.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Chiefs' 26-yard line.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
It certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throwing right, and that's complete.
Mahomes pass.
13 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
He's up 3rd.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. On first, they go right back to Howard. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Mahomes going to throw. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
The quarterback is...
That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but to show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the 1st half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the 2nd half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are. Yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 2nd down, it's Howard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And 3.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
For the point after.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the 2nd half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's played well. Good 1st half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Complete.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a carry for Lindsey, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
It's a gain of 4. And it's
They'll go again with Lindsey. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Offense.
What you talking about?
Joel Bitonio, one of the steals of the 14 draft, the culprit there. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line. We're back now in KC. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. On first down, Lindsey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. Back to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. That's caught by Howard. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And they're going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That one complete to Hill. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. And boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Another run by Lindsey. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 44.
Dorian O'Daniel on the tackle. A gain of 7. First down, Washington.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Hooker up for the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 32. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
A gain of 7. First down, Washington.
On first down, Lindsey. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. The ball carried by number
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. But right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll look to throw right away. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. J.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Shaw. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and Washington will take control of the football in great field position. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. On 2nd down now. Baxter.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
Good shot, good shot.
So it's Washington getting the victory here. And, of course, this win a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown, because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today, but they will walk out with respect around the league. And to them, that's vitally important.
So for our visitors, it's a 10th.